Purchase orders are where we create orders to our vendors that will add inventory into our warehouse. There are 3 views for purchase orders. Because I'm an administrator, I can see all 3 views. I'll explain these 3 views. The buyer's view, this is like the admin view. This person sees all the purchase orders created by anyone, and they can edit those purchase orders and do anything they need with those purchase orders. My POs is more limited. This user sees all purchase orders only made by themselves. When creating purchase orders, the user does not view financial information of the products. Warehouse view is for primarily the warehouse staff. They can see all purchase orders without supplier or financial information. They see product type, the name, the SKU, and the quantity. All 3 of these views can be managed in the Magento permissions. Let's open up buyer's view and create a purchase order. Click on purchase order, and one thing I should note right away is the process is incredibly similar to sales orders. We can create new suppliers. We'll pick this supplier since he's already been created. And this opened up a previous purchase order which had not been completed by myself. So this was still cached here, but I'll show you how it works from the start. I'm going to remove these products. Click on Add to Products. Search for what you need to find. One thing to note is the price. This is going to show you the last purchase price at which you bought. So since this is a fresh install, none of the prices have been recorded yet. But we'll select all these products here, give them a bunch of different quantities, and say Add Products to Order. That adds these products. Now we'll see this red text here. The purchase order can't be completed unless we have the weight and the volume for the product. I'll explain why in a moment. We'll input how much each of these products cost us. I'm going to update the items. And now we need to input a little bit more information. Completion. So this is just a field for us to know when our supplier says, hey, your order will be ready. So we'll say, all right, it's going to be ready next Wednesday. And the ETA is when we expect it to arrive. So maybe they're going to UPS it to us, and it's going to take another 3 days after that. That 3rd day is a Saturday. UPS doesn't deliver, so it'll arrive on Monday. This is the date anyone will see when they open the product in View Inventory. So this is really important for your staff to know when things are coming in. Once the order's actually been received, at that point we'll say, all right, we received it. But at this point we can't do that since the order hasn't been saved. The cost driver is what determines how we'll distribute the freight charges. So we could have $250 of freight, could have $20 of tax, and $5 in paperwork fees. Our landing costs are $275. How do we distribute these $275 across these products depends either on the weight or on the volume. So if all of these products weigh the same, each unit will receive the same proportion of the landing costs if we go by weight. Product type, you need to input the product types. In this case it's cabinetry, and that way the warehouse knows what kind of product is coming so that they can do whatever preparations they need. Right now we don't have any selections available there. So the PO has been created. I can say this PO was confirmed by vendor XYZ, by Judy at XYZ. That's just our own internal notes. And we can see the total that it's going to cost us, the freight total, and everything all combined. I'm going to hit Save Purchase Order. Well, actually I can't save it at the moment because we're missing this data. But you get the idea. Once this has been input, you can edit any of these fields up until the time at which the order has been received. Once the order is received, at that point, the inventory moves from inbound back to quantity. So once you receive it, the inbound will drop back down to 0. That inventory will add to quantity, and we'll be able to see it in the stock history. Stock history row will not be recorded until the order has been received.